case, it was slightly different because I knew about this product earlier. I had kept a kit with me, readily, so that in case something happens, I can take a preventive step. But when it actually happened, I had almost forgotten that I have that kit with me. So for 3-4 days, I started having body aches and I was feeling lethargic. I would come to the office and instead of working, I would feel like lying down. Then on 6th in November, uh, I went home, and in the night I started feeling having some fever. Then suddenly I recalled that I have the kit with me. And the two oils were there. One is that Sudarshan AV and the other is WIF MB, I believe. So these two oils were there. So then I found out how it is to be used and the instructions were there. So then I applied it, and what happened was, I felt, so much warmth around me, so much something, had kept, covered me in a protective gear or something. I slept in the night. And as you had advised that I should use it twice or thrice in the night, I did that. And morning, there was no fever. And next day in the evening, my wife, after I told her that I have the fever, so she isolated me to a different room. I told her that I have nothing. So she said, you do your medication, but I will take the precaution. So I started having the khana outside the room on the table. Then I was told, khana rakha utha lo. So the entire feel of getting quarantined was there. I was using this once or twice a day. And then I stopped using it because there was no other symptom. On 11th, what happened was, I thought कि मैं तो ठीक हो गया. So my wife said that कि आप एक काम करो, अपना एक टेस्ट करा लो, नेगेटिव हो जाएगा, ऑफिस चले जाओ. But I feel that there was a lot of weakness inside. I mean, we actually don't know, and this is one thing which I would, suggest that nobody should undermine this. This is a real thing, and nobody knows in what way it will manifest itself. On 11th, I was feeling fine, but I was feeling weakness. So that thing was there. And the moment that guy said कि आपकी तो positive report है, I said, यार ये क्या हो गया? And immediately I believe I called you or someone else in your company, and I was told कि अब आप इसको दिन में पूरी तरीके से ठीक से लगाइए. You have not been using it properly. मैंने instructions देखे तो उसमें लिखा था कि you have to use it after 3 hours. So then I started using. So I think I was using it thrice, 6 times a day, after every 3 hours. And Mera 11th ko, I came to know that my sense of taste has gone, sense of smell was gone, and with my Google research, I came to know, and all the social media, I came to know that boss, ये तो COVID है, real है. And then I took these two oils very seriously, and every time I would put that oil, I would feel कि मेरे को कुछ नहीं है, and suddenly that whole body will grip, and I would sleep like a baby. One great thing about this oil is that the moment you apply it, like Sudarshan was on the back, from the top to the bottom, on the backbone and both the sides here, and both the sides on the top also, and whiff here in the chest. उसके बाद ऐसा होता था that you would just go there inside, and when you get up after 3-4 hours or overnight, I mean, you would feel that the body is getting lighter and lighter. By, in another 2-3 days, I was told that कि ये जो है ना, use करना बंद मत करो, क्योंकि आप ठीक तो हो जाओगे. ठीक तो मैं हो गया. The only thing is 11th के बाद I had no fever. When I got a positive report, I had no fever. The only thing I taste और वो दोनों problems थी, body weakness थी. By 15th and 16th, I got my taste back. I got my smell back. The only thing was that I was getting the telephone calls from the Delhi government. आपकी तबीयत कैसी है? Oxygen level जो है मेरा, because I used this on 7th itself. Oxygen level मेरा कभी 99 से 98 नहीं हुआ. अगर 98 आता था, 2 breath के बाद वो 99 हो जाता था. So my oxygen level was never impacted. खांसी जो मुझे हुई थी, खांसी में विफ ने बहुत अच्छा काम किया. मैं अब वो तो खांसी के लिए विफ तो मैं अभी भी अपनी जिम में रखता हूँ. एंड नाउ द थिंग इज कि मेरा एक नुकसान ये हो गया है कि आई हैव टू नाउ टेल एवरीबॉडी कि यार तुम यूज करो. अब वो मेरे को कभी कभी अपनी जेब से भी पैसे देना पड़ता है. बट यू नो, दिस इज वन ग्रेट थिंग आई वुड लव टू डू फॉर मेनी पीपल. I told my sister in Canada and वो मेरे एक रिलेटिव है वहाँ से बड़ौदा में उनको जो हुआ था, he was actually in Bardmer in a place where, and वो एम्बुलेंस में, I mean imagine his condition was not that कि कार में बैठ के जा सकें. Bardmer to Baroda he couldn't travel by car, so he had to call an ambulance with oxygen and everything, and he was shifted to Baroda and he was hospitalized. लेकिन फिर मैंने शायद आपसे बात किया, मैंने कहा इसको जल्दी से किसी तरीके से भेजो, एंड आई थिंक 2-3 days इट रीच देयर. एंड उनका मेरे पास फोन आ गया कि मेरे पास ये आ गया है. तो मैंने कहा अब इसको ऐसे ऐसे आप अप्लाई कर लीजिए. आफ्टर 3 days ही कॉल्ड मी कि भैया मैं तो घर आ गया हॉस्पिटल से. एंड आई टेल यू द एनर्जी लेवल, ही यूज्ड एलिक्सिर बिकॉज ही वाज हॉस्पिटलाइज्ड. आई टोल्ड हिम दैट यू हैव टू यूज ऑल द 3 oils जैसे आप लोगों ने बताया था, एंड दिस वाज इट. तो मैं तो ये है कि जितने लोगों को देख रहा हूँ, इट्स अ ग्रेट थिंग. आई वुड से इट्स अ रिवोल्यूशनरी टेक्नोलॉजी फॉर, आई हैव यूज्ड मेनी काइंड ऑफ मेडिसिन्स इन माय लाइफ, बट दिस इज समथिंग you can just feel it. So I don't know about the technology. I am not a doctor, but I would say this has worked with me. This has worked with a relative of mine, and someone who introduced me to this, a friend of mine. He said I got cured by for COVID from this. And honestly speaking, I'm a much of a believer now when I have used it myself. It's difficult to understand. It is very, very difficult because the kind of atmosphere we have grown up, the kind of medicines we have been using right from childhood. Just that you आप कहोगे यार ये चीज है. I mean, you then relate it to something. यार ये miracle की बातें कर रहे हैं. This is not a miracle. This is a real thing. अब मैंने 2-4 लोगों को बताया है, एंड व्हाट दे हैव डूइंग, उनको कोविड नहीं है वो, लेकिन ये किट जेब में रख के चलते हैं एज अ प्रोटेक्टिव गियर. अच्छा, वो आपका जो स्प्रे है विफ वाला, अब वो उसको रूम में आप कर सकते हैं, लेकिन उसका सबसे ज्यादा यूज जो मैंने देखा है, यू पीपल मस्ट बी नोइंग अबाउट इट, वो जो हमारा मास्क है, मास्क के ऊपर उसको लगा लेते हैं. सो इवन व्हेन यू आर गोइंग इन द पब्लिक, इट्स देयर एंड इट गोज इनटू योर ब्रीथ and it protects you. आज मुझे लगता है कि everyone who wants to protect himself, everyone means everyone, and the cost is not much. क्योंकि वो जो है before this medicine reached बड़ौदा, उन लोगों ने उसको पूरा की पूरा कोर्स रेमडेसिविर का लगा दिया था. वो पता नहीं कितने का लगता है, वो 50,000 का लगता है, 60,000 का लगता है, I don't know. So this is no cost. The only thing is, if you are selling it by brand names, that's a different story altogether. So you have a great product, and I believe everyone should, have it. So I really want you people should, reach to everyone. I mean, in our country, we have something herbal which is available. I am surprised how the system is working. This should reach to every person in this country. And I'm telling you, it will not take 3 days or 5 days or 10 days to throw corona out. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist or anything. This is my personal experience. Thank you very much for making this.